never stays together. Even one that walks apart just falls apart. So together we stand. Yes, the birds left the nest. I'm all grown up, I gotta fly with the rest. Best of the best.
Round number one, Hopkins in the blue black trunks with green trim, Sergey Kovalev with the red trunks with white trim. And it's a crafty Hopkins versus a crusher Sergey Kovalev for the light heavyweight titles. Two of them are owned by Bernard Hopkins, one is owned by Sergey Kovalev. And it's Hopkins being backed into the corner, and Sergey not quite committing to some of his jabs, but still touching Hopkins. And you know, he's feinting. Hopkins moves around the ring. Sergey's trying to cut up the ring or corner him. Well, you know, the crafty Hopkins, very good slipping and sliding. Now there's a grapple. Kovalev wrestling tactics has Hopkins in an arm lock, headlock. A frantic pace being set by Kovalev. He's trying to trap Hopkins against the ropes, and Hopkins moves from left to right. And now right. There's nowhere to hide, and back left. If Kovalev could just get a little closer. Landed and right to Hopkins' head, and he got an off balance Hopkins and sent him to the canvas. And the crowd goes frantic. And Kovalev is reaching and touching Hopkins, and Hopkins not quite used to this pressure. A jab sends his head back. It's an action fight. Kovalev is not waiting to feel out Hopkins. You know, the crusher. He's really punishing Hopkins. And when he touches Hopkins, Hopkins shakes. We're now down. We have round number one in the books. The crowd is excited about that performance. This is not the first time Hopkins has been down, but he's been down in the first round against Kovalev. That's reason for concern. What did you think about the first round?
I thought it was very dominating from Kovalev. Obviously going down Bernard Hopkins, he did look a bit shaken for a few seconds. But this has got all the ingredients for an exciting fight.
You're from the UK. What's the British opinion about Hopkins?
So I'm from the UK. My name's MK, and in the UK, everyone's loving Bernard Hopkins. But you cannot ignore Kovalev. He is a mean machine who has just got a phenomenal record. But Hopkins is right up there. If anyone can, then it's Hopkins.
Okay. Well, there you have it. We're going into round number two. This is Mike Lamico, Chief Scribe of FightKings.com, reporting from the Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey. It's round number 2, Bernard Hopkins versus Sergey Kovalev for the titles. Hopkins has 2. Sergey has a WBO title in the first round. Kovalev put Hopkins to the canvas. He's trying to do that again right now. Just pounding, wrestling, and hooking to Hopkins' body. I don't know of any fighter that has put Hopkins under such pressure so early in the fight. Sergey is just trying to get close to him and trap him. Well, Hopkins is out, but he's back in the corner again. Kovalev is just trying to line up some of his shots to drop Hopkins. One of those left hooks that Hopkins does, he's against the ropes. A straight right by Kovalev did not reach Hopkins. They're both feinting against each other. Kovalev is really trying to get to Hopkins. He's jabbing to the body. Another jab to the body. Hopkins is trying to protect his rib cage. He lunges out. Now they're two praying mantis just, trying to gain positions on each other. Pace has somewhat slowed down. Could Kovalev be tired of trying to trap Hopkins? He's trying to get close to him. He can't overcommit to his punches because he might not touch Hopkins. He does, but there's a counter by Hopkins. He switches and hooks Hopkins to the chest. Any punch that touches Hopkins draws a response from the crowd. So there we have it. That's round number 2. Sergey Kovalev really trying to get to Hopkins. Hopkins trying to slip away. Yeah, he moves to the left and right of the ring, and we closed that round number 2. I think I gave the first round to Hopkins. The first round to Kovalev. The second round, I think I gave it to Kovalev. Who did you give it to?
I think it's a 10-9 round for Kovalev. I think he's in control. Very slick in his shots. The other guy was good to slip away, but I put him 2 rounds.
Okay, so they. Fight fans, Mike Lamico, Chief Scribe of FightKings.com. Round number 3. Sergey Kovalev, the WBO champion, versus Bernard, the executioner. Hopkins, he holds the WBA, IBF, and also the IBO title. And through some curious events which I didn't see, Bernard Hopkins drops Kovalev, but I think it was ruled a slip. And, the crowd is loving it. There's a lot of drama in this fight. And Kovalev is trying to triple up his combinations against Hopkins, against the ropes. He wasn't too successful. Hopkins is pushing, has got back the fight back to almost the center of the ring. But Kovalev is trying to corner, and he does. He unleashes a couple, but he backs away curiously. And as Hopkins comes in with his lunging crosses, he tags him. He just tags him. He nearly spins Hopkins away. And Hopkins, a crafty 49 veteran that he is, doesn't want to stay in front of Kovalev. He's moving, fast moving. And Kovalev is trying to get close to Hopkins. He just can't reach him. A straight, a count, a 1-2. Didn't quite catch Hopkins. He's tripling it. Tripling up the hooks and the combinations, trying to catch Hopkins. But Hopkins is so crafty, he bobs and weaves away and he counters against Kovalev. That's why Kovalev is very hesitant about going in, because he gets tagged by his punches. Hopkins perceives his punches to be more, to be very hard, so he doesn't stand in front of him. A very good shot by Kovalev. Yeah, really, it's a firefight right now. Round number 3. A slow firefight. But wow, it's getting real frantic. Hopkins, Sergey just caught Hopkins. He buzzes with his combinations. He almost seemed to have Hopkins out of there. Just a combination of so many shots. What did you think about that round?
I think a more evenly matched round earlier on, where, last 30 seconds for me, Kovalev was taking this round.
Yeah, and but Hopkins is nevertheless in the fight. It's a lot of lots of wrestling, not quite wrestling, but just pushing and shoving, and Kovalev is desperate to get Hopkins out of there, get tagging when he feels that he's hurt. So he's tripling and doubling his jabs and combinations. I'm not sure whether they're hitting B-Hop. The crowd loves what B-Hop is doing, and you can hear B-Hop, B-Hop, B-Hop. And we're heading into round number 4. You're listening to the telecast from FightKings.com. Michael Amaker, your host, telling you about the fight between Hopkins and Kovalev. And they both mean business. Kovalev is jabbing to Hopkins' body. And George Foreman will tell you it's like money in the bank when you bang somebody to the body. The legs get weak during the later part of the round. But he's doing that also because he can't quite get to Hopkins. He fired off a couple of shots there and he missed all of them. He tries for the body again against Hopkins. He has success there. But Hopkins doesn't remain on the ropes for very long. He's back in the center of the ring, standing right in front of Kovalev, but dancing and sliding and angling away. Kovalev lunges and he's reaching with his shots, but he can't quite line them up or land against Hopkins. Hopkins is a wily veteran who knows so many tricks, but now the punches are landing and he has Hopkins in the corner. And now Hopkins retaliates, but he's in the corner. And Sergey is getting closer, tagging him to the body while pushing him back against the ropes. To the body, to the rib cage. And now Hopkins circled out of that. Back in the center of the ring. How does Hopkins do it? Kovalev cuts up the ring. Hopkins escapes. And he's trying, but he just can't quite catch Hopkins clean. And now Hopkins is hooking to Kovalev's body. It's an even competitive fight. This 49-year-old man just can't be taken out easily. And the crowd is all for B-Hop. Kovalev just can't quite reach Hopkins. Hopkins hasn't launched an offense. He's mostly on the defense and counters when Kovalev comes in. But if there are any points to be given, it will be to Kovalev for pushing the action. We're now down to the last 10 seconds. Let's see if Kovalev, crafty veteran, he can't get to him, must be frustrated. What did you think about that round?
A better round for Hopkins. I would give it a 3-1.
3-1. I cannot disagree with that score. So it's 3-1. We're heading into round number 5 at the Boardwalk Hall, the historic Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Today is November the 8th, or I think we've kind of trickled over into the 9th day of November 2014. It's a historic event. Kovalev, the WBO light heavyweight champion, matching his wits against Bernard the Executioner. Hopkins, the owner of the IBF, WBA, and IBA light heavyweight titles. Michael Amaker, Chief Scribe of FightKings.com. We're now in round number 5 of a very, very competitive fight between Bernard Hopkins and Sergey Kovalev, the WBO champion. It's been a very competitive fight. Kovalev has been down. Hopkins was down first, and then Kovalev went down. Now, I don't know. We're having a fight in the ring, and then there's a fight outside of the ring. Unbelievable. It takes me back to Bo versus Evander Holyfield in 1992 when the fan man sprang into the ring. It's kind of distracting fans away from the fight, but the fight's still going. This seems to happen at a lot of Hopkins fights. I think this happened when he was fighting with William Joppy a long time ago in the middleweight contest, but the fight is getting frenetic. Hopkins launched an overhand right. Didn't quite connect. Kovalev is trying to get to him. He's feinting his way in. While he feints, Hopkins feints as well. So they're trying to feint and time each other, but they're so crafty with what they're doing. So very crafty is Hopkins, preserving his energy maybe for a final hurrah down the stretch. Kovalev is persistent, trying to corner Bernard Hopkins. Can't get to him. Very little clinches. A very good insight right by Hopkins. They trade. This is not good for Hopkins. And, lunging hooks by Kovalev. I think he just got the counter by Hopkins. He didn't quite like that. He tried to corner. He has Hopkins against the ropes now. Hopkins out. He's circling away. Kovalev trying to corner him against the ropes. Very difficult task. And Hopkins is out of that trap again. We're down to the last 10 seconds. A very good body shot by Kovalev. Another one by Kovalev. Very difficult round, very competitive round. These two guys are really going at it. It's really a tough competitive fight. And they both acquitted themselves very well. I'd like to get the fans' reaction to the fight. What do you think about the fight?
Kovalev looks fresh as a daisy, man. Hopkins had to get a few hits in on him.
Okay.
Kovalev is in tolerant one.
I didn't know he
Hopkins
was
is getting better. So interesting. Kovalev is making like this.
Okay, well, the consensus is that, Kovalev, he's trying to really take Hopkins out of there, but he just can't quite get to Hopkins. Hopkins now on the offensive. He's kind of on the defense, but he's holding his own. And he's kind of frustrating Kovalev. We resume. I think this is round number 6 or 7. Forgive me, I'm just so excited about the fight I've lost track of the rounds. Kovalev with the body shot. Another body shot. He has Hopkins against the ropes. He's just banging down on Hopkins. Some of those shots might be going behind the head. I think they're talking to each other. That's another trick. I don't know what's happening. Maybe he's hurt Hopkins. When he corners Hopkins, he really triples his feints to try and land against Hopkins. But Hopkins is always giving him angles, right, left. He moves away. Right now he has Hopkins against the ropes. But he's not moving in because he misses his shots. And he can't quite come in because he gets counted. So he's very careful about how he comes in against Hopkins. And for good reason. He got tagged one or twice when he tried to come in. But he is the one pushing Hopkins. But he lets him slip out of that trap. I think he's tired of throwing punches and not landing against Hopkins. Oh, he lands a very good right. Straight right, lands against Hopkins, a body shot against Hopkins. A very good jab. Body shot. Hopkins is so good at, angling away from those shots. And the way he takes his shots in such a way, he's very good at absorbing the shots and cringing away, so that the shots don't matter. A very good job by Hopkins. Kovalev is trying to jab in, but he's missing. Hopkins making him miss. Oh, very good jab. A counter, left hook gets in against Hopkins. Hopkins launches an onslaught of his own. Now it's Kovalev trying to get Hopkins back in the corner again. Unsuccessful. Hopkins' pace has somewhat slowed down. Kovalev can't get to Hopkins. Hopkins making him miss. But that doesn't mean that Hopkins is winning the fight. We're down to the last 10 seconds. Okay, Kovalev really reined it in. The last minute of this round. I think he won this round. It's a very competitive fight. That was round number 6. We're heading into round number 7. Michael Kovalev of FightKings, reporting from the Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey. As you see, the arena is packed, and I'm sure fans from all over the world are watching this great fight. What did you think about that round?
Again, I'll go to Kovalev. Hopkins really needs to step it up now. The only way I can see Kovalev losing is if he has outpunched himself. But from now on, Hopkins needs to win every round.
Okay, so competitive fight, but the edge is to Kovalev for his activity and maybe ring generalship. Ineffective aggression, but he's still aggressive. Let's see what the judges like. We're heading into round number 7. The IBA, IBF, WBO, and WBA titles are at stake. And these two people are fighting like it's at stake. The alien, he used to be the executioner. He changed it to something else, and now he's the alien at 49 years old, taking on the young. Kovalev was born in 1983, so that would make him, I think, 31 years old. So about 18 years younger than Hopkins, but you can tell that there's a term I'm looking for. You can tell that to the Marines, because Hopkins is still in there, round number 7. And Kovalev has a lot of work to do. And he's trying to do it, but he's missing a lot of those shots against Hopkins. As he comes in, Hopkins tries to tag him and counters. I think Hopkins landed something against Kovalev, and the crowd goes wild. You know, Kovalev is trying to trap Hopkins against the ropes, and now the crowd is going B-hop. He's become a crossover star. Pace has slowed down. Kovalev can't get to Hopkins. Hopkins seems tired. He's staying on the ropes a little too long, but a very good straight right by Hopkins. Not powerful enough, but enough to give Kovalev a little pause. Kovalev is trying to corner Hopkins against the ropes. He misses those shots which he tried to telegraph and line up. He's missing most of his shots, so he's not committing to them anymore. And, very good counter by Kovalev. He has Hopkins in an arm lock, and when he gets him in that position, he takes every advantage. Body shot by Kovalev. Another body shot by Kovalev. Since he can't get Hopkins' head, maybe the body is the best option. But he's missing many of those shots. It's amazing. To the last 10 seconds. And it's Hopkins, backing Kovalev back into the corner. And it's amazing. We're heading into round number 8. This is Michael Amacore reporting from the Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey. This is the 8th round of the light heavyweight unification bout between WBA, IBF, and IBF champion Bernard Hopkins against Sergey Kovalev, the WBO champion. 4 titles at stake. It's been a very dramatic. Michael Amacore, chief scribe of FightKings.com. You're watching FightKings TV live from the Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey for the light heavyweight unification bout between IBF, IBA, and WBA champion Bernard Hopkins against Sergey the Crusher Kovalev, the WBO champion. It's been a dramatic fight. Hopkins down. Kovalev down. Hopkins tagged, Kovalev's tagged as well. So they're both strafing each other, and it's getting very frenetic. And whenever Kovalev thinks he has Hopkins in trouble, he triples up his hooks, and it just buzz off Hopkins, who escapes and gets out of range. So Kovalev has been range finding all night. He can't get to Hopkins. And now a bit of wrestling. We've not seen too much wrestling in this fight. It's been quite a clean fight so far. But Kovalev is relentless in pursuing Hopkins, but he can't quite get to him. and Kovalev has been a bit hesitant about unloading his full arsenal, and that's because he can't tap Hopkins. He's swinging, he misses, Hopkins weaved some of those shots. A bit of wrestling by frustrated Kovalev, but you know, he's really hooking and you know, but they all seem to miss. Triple feints by Kovalev trying to trap Hopkins. He lands a couple of them on his head, but then strangely he backs away back to the center of the ring. A chin check of a left by Hopkins. Hopkins very crafty. You know, he moves to the left and to the right. Now he swung, he missed. You know, but Kovalev, he landed a straight right. It landed kind of flush, but not quite flush enough to take Hopkins out. We're heading into the 12th and final round. Also, another drama in this fight is that John David Jackson, the trainer of Kovalev, he's a former middleweight champion. He once fought Hopkins, and he lost to Hopkins, and then he trained Hopkins, but now he trains Kovalev. So there's a little drama and a little story in there, but it's been a competitive fight, and you know, John David Jackson probably gave Kovalev a few tips about fighting Hopkins. We're heading into round number 12. Bernard Hopkins. Can you hold this for me? Fans, Kovalev hurt Bernard Hopkins, and the fans are up. They're anxious to see if Kovalev can knock out the ageless wonder, but it's not happening. Hopkins has recovered, but he got tagged, and another left hook. They're trading shots. But that chance was slipping away. But Kovalev, you know, landed some shots that dazed Hopkins. But Hopkins, the fans are on their feet. He's trying to, Kovalev's shots are beginning to get to Hopkins. If he can just put them all together. Some body shots. He missed an overhand right. And, you know, a right cross against Hopkins, and you know, let's see, he lands flush, he's tagging Hopkins, a right powerful left cross sends Hopkins. I don't know whether the referee is about to stop the fight. Hopkins is fighting, it's a fight, they hold, the referee separates them, we have a few minutes left. Hopkins is trying to survive, but the shots daze him. Could Hopkins be out? Kovalev is spent. He tried everything he could, but he couldn't get Hopkins out of there. They're both, you know, it's a very tough fight, a very good right by Kovalev. He's timing Hopkins. Is he on the verge of stopping Hopkins? The referee's looking closely. Hopkins is holding on. Is Kovalev on the verge of stopping Hopkins?